So the E91 is really becoming an E91 WTCC now. So it's becoming a real race car. And we're gonna install all these parts on the car and we're gonna show you in this video. To make the E91 WTCC car drive like a WTCC car, you need MOTON suspension. But you also need sway bars, you need control arms, you need all the suspension bits and pieces that you need that are right here that we're gonna install in the car in this video. As you can see, we have a lot of parts here laid down for installation on the E91. We're gonna go over it once we're gonna install it on the car, but for now Sebastian is going to do some cinematic shots of all the parts and enjoy that. So you've seen most of the parts now that need to go onto the car on the E91. Let's get the car in and get that installed. So we rolled in the car, we look up all the parts that are spread out throughout the garage, but we're going to install the Cooler Works shifter today. So come check out, see what's going on underneath the car. So luckily, underneath the car, we already took out the tank, we took out the exhaust and everything that is needed to take out before to install the shifter. So we're going to take out the original shifter first, and then we're going to put the shifter back in, and we're going to see how easy or how hard that's going to be. So it's also weight savings, because this is something that is not going to be reinstalled. We're going to only use the parts that were supplied with the Cooler Works. To install the base plate of the Cooler Works, you kind of need two people. So Sebastian was kind enough to help me from the underneath of the car. It's a frame that attached to another frame, and then after that you can install the shifter itself. So let's get this going. So if your rear axle and your exhaust is already off, the Cooler Works about a 20-minute job maybe. So that's done, let's get to the next thing. So in the last episode, we got a lot of questions about what wheels we were using. Well, it's a one-off wheel. So it's a one-off custom wheel that we tried to get as close as possible to the original WTCC design of the wheel, but we just made the wheel 1 inch bigger. So we cheated a little bit because the original ride height of the WTCC car is quite high, and I like my cars to be pretty low. So we designed the wheel to be a little bit bigger, but as you can see, the spokes and everything is very similar to the original one. I hope you guys like it. So because we removed the windshield, we also needed to replace a rear view mirror. BG Racing has a very large one, which is wide vision, and we're going to install it right now. So this is the build-up phase, which means putting doors back together, which is not my hobby, but it's getting there and the result is looking so good. I can't wait to be done with this. So this is pretty insane. Olaf just arrived with some goodies. So he brought the crash box that is custom made. And for the looks, it was carbon fiber on the inside, but also Kevlar on the outside. So he did his magic and he's making it fit right now. So I'm super stoked about this. So Olaf didn't just bring the crash box, he also brought this custom-made carbon fiber, super lightweight rear wing that we need to make fit on the back of the car. So the crash box. The crash box is something that is between the door and the roll cage. It's to protect the driver from stuff coming out of the door. That's why it was made out of Kevlar. So the Kevlar is super strong. The inside, we made it in carbon fiber because it matches the door panels and all the other panels inside the car. But what's really cool, you can see that it's thick, which means that there is something in there. Olaf just explained me that this inside is normally just a piece of cloth, like a t-shirt. And you put it inside and then you make it wet with some epoxy, and then it just sort of grows, so it makes it bigger. And that's where the thickness comes from. It's super sturdy, it's mega strong. So I can't wait for him to fit this because it's gonna look amazing. So Olaf brought the raw piece with him, made everything perfectly on size now. The top, as you can see, is still open. He's gonna finish that off probably this coming days, and then he's gonna come back and reinstall everything. So can't wait to see the finished result. So even though it's King's Day today, Sam is here to help us out with the rear subframe. So we took the subframe from another car. We wanted to clean it, but we don't have any time to clean it actually. So we put the bushes in there. So some bushes are from 24/7 Performance, like the solid bushings to hang up the rear subframe to the car. And all the arms are adjustable as well. So Hard Race, they sent us a bunch of arms for the E90 chassis. We're gonna install them right now, and then we're gonna reinstall it on the car, swap out the differential, swap out the rear subframe, and then bolt everything back on. So the original tub in the rear, we removed it, and Olaf made a carbon fiber plate from it. But if you remove that for a full plate and you're on the highway, for example, it's gonna make noise. So what Olaf did, he put some foam in there, which is the same foam that was used on the crash box as well. And so it's a little bit more sturdy now, and the result is safe. So take a look. So one of the things that was really rusted was this triangle piece that's only wagon specific. So we ordered a new one. Subframe, so the rear chassis, not the rear chassis. So the rear subframe is disassembled. Sam is now working to get everything transferred from one to the other. And after that's done, we're gonna put the tank back, then the subframe, and this piece is gonna be back as well, just to create the extra support. So. So that's it for today. It was a very busy day. Rear subframe is still out. Rear windows are in, rear door frames are on there. Trying to finish everything as quickly as possible. But for today, this is it. We'll catch you tomorrow. So today is an actual new day. So today we worked on the rear subframe. So we got that installed, put the wheels on so Rick can do his magic on the suspension. Because we're running different wheels, different setups, different offsets than the standard, plus also we have a wide body kit, we need to redesign the whole suspension again. So we have all the data of the original E90 WTCC, and we're going to use all that information for this car, but still dimensions of the wheels, etc. are still a little bit different, and we want to do it perfect. So more about the suspension is going to be in the next episode, but what's more important, today we got a new delivery, and the new delivery is the rest of the body kit. So we're going to install everything today. I'm super stoked because that's going to show massively how the result is. The rear bumper is going to go on today because I'm most curious to the rear bumper. The front we've seen on multiple E90 WTCC cars, but also replicas. But the rear is so unique that I can't wait to put it on. So Kevin, take some shots of this and let's get to work.
When my mind gets tired of waiting, it'd be wasted time to save this. Is it so wrong to wanna walk away from all the changes? Need to switch up my thoughts now. Need to cut off my ties now. I've been living a lie, is there really a life? Don't try to say.
So even though we prepared everything before it was painted, it's still always, I don't want to say a guess, but it's always good to see how the fitment is after it's painted and after it's been baked. So even though this is not final fitment, I'm just a little bit too excited not to install it now, so I can show you a little bit how the result is going to be. So the most unique part of the car is this piece. And thanks to Olaf from Olaf Motorsport, this is actually one piece. So we're gonna fit it now, or at least try fit it. And that's why I need your help. So please drop the camera and give me a hand. So even though in this episode we're not going to install the dash in the car, we're finishing off the dashboard with the parts that we got from a lot of partners that we have on this project. So the partners, CanChecked, but also ST Track Parts, they supplied us some cool bits and pieces for the dashboard. So for example, CanChecked, they supplied us with the screen. So CanChecked also gave us the shift light. Shift light will be installed on top of the dash here, but that's all when we install the dash actually in the car. So ST Track Parts, they made us this custom thingy, which is still a prototype. It sits here in the middle. As you can see, it's a little bit offset, so it's bent towards the driver. And we're gonna put some stuff in here, but you'll see that later in a different episode. And what's really cool is that we have another surprise here on the dash. Some of you already know, but this is the cherry on top. And for the interior, so underneath the dashboard, you need foot plates. So Carbon-Tech, they gave us the foot plates that we need to install in the car. Obviously, this is for the passenger side. But we printed some bushes because the flooring on the E91 is not 100% straight, it's not even. So we printed these, gonna put that under there to make sure that this sits like 100% straight and that the driver, but also the passenger always have like a decent footplate in their car. As you can see, we're kind of in a rush. Every evening we've been working downstairs here in the garage, during the day just work in the office. And the reason why we're in such a rush is because in 2 weeks we have a big event coming up, or 2 events coming up. So we've been invited by Hofmeisters, which I'm wearing the shirt off. And after that we're gonna go to Lake Como, where BMW is gonna expose the car at Villa Erba. So Concours d'Elegance, that's where the car is gonna be revealed in its full livery and everything is gonna be on there. So I need to rush, I need to move on. Kevin, stop filming, I need to work. So that's it for now. This episode is over, but next episode is gonna be the big one. I mean, the full body kit is gonna be on, like on, and we're gonna make the interior look like the original WTCC car. So the seats are gonna be installed, harnesses, the dashboard needs to go in with all the extra bits and pieces that we have, floor plates, you're gonna see the whole car. So next episode, big one, stands are gonna be on point, the suspension is gonna be installed. So keep an eye on the next one. Next Saturday, we promise it's gonna be there. The car is gonna be done. We're just gonna work our asses off. See you there.